Welcome to Winging It. We're playing Arkham Horror the card game today. This is Leo and Jack going through the Edge of the Earth. We are on Ice and Death Part 3. If you look in the links below, you can see their deck upgrades. First thing we need to do is we need to draw a tarot for Monterey. This will be the bad side of the tarot for his weakness. So this is, each investigator begins with 3 fewer resources and cannot gain resources during the first turn. Alright, so he actually would start with 7 because of this scenario, so he loses 1, so it's not a huge thing. Alright, so put those off to the side. And they each have a damage and horror from the thick of it. I should have marked that already. Alright, let's draw opening hands. So that 7 comes from the shelter value. Oh, hey, we need to rotate this back. Alright, yeah, 7 shelter value. Alright, so we need to do murder. So this time, Leo is taking Ellsworth, still a very useful ally. Allows you to ignore treacheries that are placed down. But in this case, Monterey is taking Cookie, which allows you to. He has 3 ammo. You can fight with a basic skill of 5, and if you succeed and the enemy's not elite, it can't attack for the remainder of the round, which is really great. So, Jack isn't as fighty. We'll be trying as hard as we can to get like his whip out and some other things, but this is gonna mostly go on Leo here. So looking for fighting cards. All right, well, the Mouser, we got the upgraded Mouser right away, is awesome. We got our stand togethers. Gotta throw those away because let's see, what does this exactly say? Well, I shuffled it back in. He can't gain resources during the first turn. So actually, I need to look because actually, if I can do it during Leo's turn. Whoops, wrong. So which one is this? It's this one, right? Their first turn. So actually we could stand together if Leo goes first. So we'll throw one stand together away. We really need to get more allies out. The overpower is good for being able to do combat right away, but I still want to find more allies. So, okay. Oops, we shouldn't shuffle them in, but okay. Well, fortunately that worked out. We got the flashlight, the well prepared. The well prepared will be good, especially with Mitch Brown. The flashlight is pretty useless right now, so set these up to be Guardian. All right, so we'll set this aside for now. And we will draw opening our hand for Jack. Did I just shuffle those? No, I didn't. Okay. Alright. Alright, well, Death goes right into play. So we have an intellect boost. Eon Chart, probably pretty useful. Backstab, we definitely want. Manual Dexterity, we want. Get rid of the flashlight. So that'll allow us to do some damage right away, so that's good. Alright, so we're going to get one more card. Alright, shortcut. Decent enough. So looking at the strategy here, so we have these Seeping Nightmares are going to be spewing out these enemies. All the locations are opened up because they just smashed the last 2 scenarios. So let's take a look at the active agenda. Agenda 7A, Manifestations of Evil. Something stirs beneath the ice. Through the cracks, a vile ichor bubbles forth, its odor pungent and rancid. Force, when this agenda would advance if there's at least one face-down card beneath the Seeping Nightmare. Instead of advancing the agenda, remove 2 from play and find the Seeping Nightmare with the most face-down cards beneath it. Choose one of the cards beneath it at random and spawn at its location. Okay. Under attack, your camp has been discovered and now the monsters are prowling about the ice and snow are covering your position. You have only 2 ways out of this nightmare. You must fight or you must flee. Each of the Eidolon enemies gains victory 0, which means they're removed from the game eventually. The camp gains action. Investigators at your location spend 4 clues to group to resign. If there's no Eidolon enemies in play, advance. The objective of each undefeated investigator has resigned. Advance. So we really want to take the fight to them, though. So let's look at these enemies. They are Seeping Nightmares 363, while an Eidolon enemy at Seeping Nightmares location is moving. Its location is considered connected to the camp. While there are no face-down cards beneath Seeping Nightmare, it gains Hunter. When Seeping Nightmare is defeated, remove each face-down card beneath it from the game. All right. So if we can quickly nail these guys, then we can remove a lot at once. So, all right, let's get started. Um, all right, let's make sure we can see the hands. All right. So the first thing we do as Leo here. Um, oh, hey, nice. Let me just adjust the camera just a little bit here. And we'll do the same thing over here. Let's see, Seeker. All right. Oh, no, actually, he's a rogue. All right. So we get to fast play Mitch for 2 because we're Leo. We will stand together. So it's not during Jack's first turn, so he can take resources. All right, we definitely want to get, that was our action 1. Action 2, we want to get our Mouser in play. So this is the upgraded one. We're going to get +2 combat, so that's nice. And then we're going to spend 2 to get Well Prepared into play, which we can use with Mitch Brown to get a 2 boost to anything. So pretty good. All right, now it's Jack's turn. We will spend 2 for the Eon chart. We don't really need to get clues or anything, so we'll just take our time. We're going to move and draw a card. We have the shortcuts, we have the backstabs, but I think we just want to get into play, get into a place to be able to hit the enemies. We're actually going to draw a card first. No, we'll move first. Just make sure we're at a lower shroud in case we get our weakness. We'll go, let's update the connections here. We'll go here and plan on attacking this guy down here first. So that's action 2, which will allow us to draw a card at the end of our turn, and then we'll draw a card. Oops, keep hitting that. All right, quick thinking, that's nice. All right, and then at the end of his turn, he gets a card, which is Scout Ahead. So we got some movement. All right. Or wait, why did I draw? Oh, because that, yeah. Draw a card because that's what he does. Okay, Leo will get a sled dog. That's nice. We can get that into play, but we really need the other sled dog. And Monterey. Whoa, he's got his trusty bullwhip. How awesome is that? Yeah. Okay. So we've got 1 of 2 doom. Let's make sure that this is shuffled. And we'll draw an encounter card. We get, haha, test willpower X, where X is your location's shelter value. If you fail, you must decide. Take 1 horror for each point you fail by. Place 2 of your clues in your location and add 1 frost token to the chaos, or add 1 frost token to the chaos bag. I actually considered moving just in case I would draw this card, but I didn't. So, all right, our shelter value is 7. So we're going to be taking a lot of horror. We're going to use Well Prepared here with Mitch Brown to get our willpower up to 6. So we're going at 6v7. Frost. -1. Okay. So we resolve at 5. So we take 2 horror. We'll put a horror on Mitch Brown. And we'll take a horror. That's not too bad. That is the reason I had Monterey move out. Well, also, I guess he just gets, All right, we got Ancient Evils. All right, so we have to spawn an enemy. I think we'll go ahead and spawn this one. Okay, a Skittering Nonsense. When you defeat a Skittering Nonsense, shuffle the top card of the Lily deck into your deck without looking at it. If you cannot, it attacks you. All right, so I think Jack just walks in and backstabs this guy and then hits him with a whip, right? Yeah. All right, so we can shortcut in to get maximum turns here. All right, Sleeping Nightmare, is it massive? I don't think it is. It's not. So he and all his crew come here. We are going to actually fast play the trusty bullwhip. So this will allow us to use our agility instead of our combat to attack this guy. So that's a good deal. We actually could have used our EN chart for moving, but we didn't. All right, So we'll use our bullwhip. We're at 5v3. I'm okay with that. Does he have retaliate? He doesn't. Okay. 5v3 using the bullwhip. So here we go. -4. We fail. Okay. So we'll just do it again. Bullwhip. 5v3. Okay. That is a -2. Let me just go grab this scenario reference card and put it down here. And then we can, we'll put it right here in the middle. It's a -2. So we succeed. We'll exhaust the bullwhip to evade this guy. All right. And then last action, we will spend 1, 2, 3 to backstab. We'll commit manual dexterity and quick thinking. So that gets to 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 3. All right, -2. We draw a card for the manual dexterity. And we get to take an immediate action, which we'll use the bullwhip to attack it, but it just took 3 damage, so it's 1 damage becomes 4 damage, and we'll hit him with a bullwhip. Okay, +1. That is another damage to him. He's up to 5. All right, so good deal. Leo will just spend. Oh wait, he gets a card and a resource. No, one, just a card. But that's fine. He gets sneak by. So agility stuff. We need to get our I've got a plan. Actually, we probably need to start getting clues so we can fire I've got a plan. Okay, so we spent 2 to get our sled dog into play. We have charisma. Actually, yeah, Mitch will just get all these things into play. I think we'll just soak the attack from the skittering nonsense and be ready to go in. So this is 2 is our next. All right, first action is to move. Second action, we're going to draw a card. We're going to try to get our other sled dog because it would be really useful. Ooh, another well prepared. Interesting. That's really pretty great. I think I will just take a resource because we do want to get our other well prepared in. All right. So this guy comes. He doesn't ready yet. The skittering nonsense hits Leo for damage and horror, which we'll put on the sled dog. All right, and then this guy readies onto Jack. And we'll do upkeep. Oh, we got our other sled dog. Brilliant. That's great. It'll save us ammo. And it gives us, like, in case we don't succeed by 3. We got an option. Okay. We do an upkeep. We got a fingerprint kit. If we decide we need clues, that's the way to go. All right. We are at 1 of 2 doom. Drawing encounters. Okay, if there are no Seeping Nightmares in play, Phantasmagoria gains surge. Otherwise, find the Seeping Nightmare nearest to an investigator. If there are 1 or more cards beneath it, choose one of them at random and spawn at its location. If there are no cards beneath it, it moves and attacks as if it were the enemy phase without exhausting. So we have to spawn one of these. We almost did it. We almost. Okay, so this is a Glacial Phantasm. So it's a 4/4/2. At the end of the enemy phase, if Glacial Phantasm is ready, move it once toward the location with the most investigators. In player order, each investigator at Glacial Phantasm's location or connecting location shuffles the top card of the Tekalili deck into their deck without looking at it. Each investigator who cannot takes 1 horror. All right, so unfortunate for Jack. All right, let's see what encounter he gets. He gets Kindred Mist. Attached to the nearest location without a copy of Kindred Mist attached. When 1 or more cards from the Tekalili deck would be shuffled to your deck, while you are at an attached location, draw them instead, placing them on the bottom of your deck instead of the bottom of the Tekalili deck. Discard Kindred Mist at the end of this round. All right, so I think we'll be okay not taking any Tekalilis. We'll go ahead and start with Jack. We'll kill the Sleeping Nightmare first with the whip. So we are at 5v3 up by 2. We'll just commit the sneak by. Just make sure we kill it. So 5v3. Okay, that is -2. So he is dead, and all his buddies are dead. All that gets removed from the game. So cool. Neato. All right. We are going to now hit the Glacial Phantasm with the whip. We will commit this unexpected courage to be at 5, 6, 7 versus 4. Elder Sign. Okay. That's just a +1, and we didn't start this round one or more locations away. We will exhaust the whip to evade him. So he takes a damage. Then we will use the whip again. Up by 1, doesn't seem amazing. We'll just commit the scout ahead. You know, maybe we should save that for next turn. Should we just draw a card? Maybe we just get away. Yeah, we're just gonna use the Eon chart to get away. And we can deal with this guy later. So we will go here, which will help us, you know, we're 1 away from this other location, which we want to be. All right, and then we do draw a card because we're 1 location away. We get a magnifying glass. All right. All right, Leo is going to spend 2 to play his other sled dog. Then he will exhaust the sled dogs to do, he's at 4, 5, 6 to beat 2. It's okay. -3, it's dead. We do get a technically lead card. I'm going to shuffle this guy in. All right. I think I'm inclined to just get this well prepared out, and then we can go in and start wailing on the Sleeping Nightmare next turn. So we'll take a resource, and we'll spend 2 resources for our other well prepared, and then yeah, we're in good shape here. All right, so this guy readies. He should have been there. Leo will draw another stand together. Jack will get his buried secrets. We can't move until we investigate. All right, that's fine. We are at, oh, we have to spawn an enemy. So we'll spawn an enemy from this guy. Oh, another Glacial Phantasm. Gross. All right. And then drawing a counter card, we get Polar Mirage. So attached to the nearest location with at least 1 clue and without a copy of Polar Mirage attached. After you discover or take control of 1 or more clues at your attached location, discard each non-weakness card in your hand. Discard Polar Mirage. So that will go here. We're not planning to get clues, so that's fine. And then we get 0 visibility. Put it into your playing threat area. Additional cost for you to leave a location with a treachery attached. You must spend at least 1 action. In your turn, test 2 agility. If you succeed, discard 0 visibility. All right. So, I think Leo moves in and just takes out, well, can we take out the Sleeping Nightmare? Probably. We could tank it for 1 turn. That's probably better. Interesting. I think, yeah, Leo's going to go first. Leo moves in. Sleeping Nightmare is on him. So is the Glacial Phantasm. Action 1. So action 2, he is going to attack the Glacial Phantasm with the sled dogs. We are at 4, 5, 6 to beat 4. We'll use Well Prepared on Mitch Brown to be 7, 8. Beat 4. Okay, it's -1. They take 2 damage. Then we are going to do, we're going to shoot with the Mouser, using Well Prepared on Mitch Brown to get us again to 8. This is 8v4 minus 1. And we had to exhaust that. We can get a resource because we don't need to unexhaust it. That Glacial Phantasm is dead. So good deal. All right. Jack is going to play the magnifying glass because why not? He has to investigate this buried secrets. So we'll just investigate. We're at 5, 6, 7 v1. No, 4, 4, 5, 6 v1. Investigating. Okay, it's -2. So the buried secrets is gone. We will Eon chart in. I forgot to draw a card, didn't I? I'm so terrible at remembering his card. We're gonna move in here. Whoops. We are going to attack the Seeping Nightmare with our Bullwhip. We are just at 5v3. We'll commit this Scout Ahead to be 5, 6, 7v3. Elder Sign. Actually, yeah, we get to gain a resource to draw a card. We'll draw a card. Sneak Attack is brilliant. This is the second time this has happened. So we are exhausting the trusty Bullwhip to exhaust the Seeping Nightmare. So he takes damage from the attack, and we are automatically evading it. Then we will spend 2 for our last action to Sneak Attack to do 2 more damage to it. So yeah, we're up to 3 damage. So good deal. Oh, we are going to get Tekalilis, unfortunately. This guy, ready to move once for location. Yeah. All right, well, such is life. So this guy is going to move here. And then at the end of the enemy phase, if he's ready, move in once toward the location of those investigators. So he's going to go on here, but he's not going to attack, but they each get a Tekalili. Well, it's kind of unavoidable. Oh, we should have tested this 0 visibility. We're at 5v2. Autofill. Okay. Oh, and we would have drawn a card. Okay, we got Milan. If we got a Tekalili, that would have been not, that would have been the card that we shuffled in. But we're going to put the Seeping Nightmare on Leo. And now we're going to do upkeep. He's got another gun. I don't think we need it. All right, we got a Lucky Cigarette case. Probably don't need it. All right, or 1 of 2 Doom. White out. That's gross. But maybe not too gross. We can ignore it with Ellsworth. And then we get a Polar Vortex. When you end your turn, each card you control with health, including your investigator, takes 1 direct damage. At the end of the round, discard Polar Vortex. Okay, well, that is actually kind of bad. Ideally, we'd like to kill everything this turn. Let me see how much, if I actually have that much damage, though. Let's see if we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Jack just has to do a damage against each. Let's have Jack go first, actually, because it's kind of sketchy of him being able to do this, and it's going to take him extra actions to move. That's okay. All right, we're going to use Ellsworth to blank the 0 visibility on Jack's turn. Jack is going to attack the Seeping Nightmare with his Bullwhip. He is at 5 V3. We'll commit this automatic. So he's at 6v3. All right. -1. So we'll exhaust the whip to do 2 damage. All right. Good deal. We're just going to take a flyer. We're at 5. Actually, we're going to hit the Glacial Phantasm. We're only up by 1. That's gross. All right, no. We're going to go against the Seeping Nightmare. At 2v3. Or 5v3. -1. Okay, we do a damage. Very nice. Oh, that kills it, doesn't it? Okay, well, good. Easy enough. Then we will Eon chart to leave. It takes us an extra action because of 0 visibility. And we'll get out of here so we don't end up doing damage to our allies. All right, cool. All right, Leo has to do 3 damage. We'll use the sled dogs. We are at 3 because of 0 visibility. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the best we can do. 7b4. Nice 2. Okay. That is 2 damage. We'll use the Mouser. Again, we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 4. That is a miss. Shelter 8, so that's -4. All right, so now we really don't have a good way to defeat this. So what I mean, we would just be at 3, 4, 5. So we're going to move, taking attack of opportunity from this guy. We can take a damage and horror. We'll just put it on this sled dog. That's unfortunate. We're gonna get some tech lilies because of this, but it is what it is. All right. So we do upkeep. We get perception. Oh wait, he attacks us for another damage and horror, which we'll just take on ourselves. We'll put 1 on Mitch and then take a horror here. Then we did the upkeep. He is not ready at the end of the enemy phase because he attacked us in the exhaustion they attack, so he doesn't actually do damage to us. Or he does. We don't have to get the tech lilies. Then we get upkeep. The agenda advances. This is what's going to give us tech lilies, though. This place is not what it seems. You feel as though you've trespassed somewhere ancient and terrible, and now its wrath is erupting all around you. Lead investigator must decide to add a frost token to the chaos bag. Nope. And in player order, each investigator shuffles the top 2 cards of tech lily into their deck, and each investigator cannot take 1 damage on horror instead. So we're going to take 2 and put them in Leo's deck. And we're going to take 2 and put them in Jack's deck. Oh, he should have tested the 0 visibility. That's the shelter value. This location is 4. This is 2, so he would have gotten rid of that. All right, encounter cards. Oh, we get the new agenda, which is the violent quake have risen to a crescendo. At any second now, you feel as though the entire ice shelf could collapse, spilling you into the frigid ocean, or worse, your theory about the underground source of these creatures is correct. All right, we get through the ice, attached to the newest location without a copy of through the ice attached. There's additional cost for you to relieve. Okay, yeah. For the moment, I was worried that I had a through the ice before that was causing problems, but you have to test agility. 2, if you fail, you cancel the effects of the move, take 1 damage, 1 horror. Discard through the ice. All right, and then Jack will get Kindred Mist. We've seen this before. It just makes tech lilies worse if you get them at this location. All right, so we're pretty good here to just use our sled dogs to B4, 5, 6, 7, 8, B4. Attack him. -3, he's dead. Doesn't actually get started, goes in the victory display. But either way, all the enemies are defeated,
And so we get R1. If there are no Eidolon enemies in play, the last of the nightmarish creatures falls, its miasmic body once again dissolving into inky, a prismatic liquid, and dissipating into wisps of gray mist filled with screaming shapes. Then silence. R1. All right, so kind of a brisk little jaunt through the snow. They did good, did the murdering, and Leo did his part. Monterey feels like he's kind of been carrying the show, although he did a lot of work with that whip. So that's yeah. I mean, I guess they're both doing things. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next time on Winging It.